All right, hello everybody, and welcome to this evening's stream. So this evening, I'm going to be playing a bunch of the Game Jam submissions that we've had. So we've had an amazing collection of Game Jam submissions, and Selena played some last week. AJ's going to play some tomorrow. So I figured I'm going to not miss out on the fun, and I'm going to take some for myself to come and play with tonight. Now, I am in a slightly different setup to normal. I've moved my desk to a completely new part of the house essentially, so if things sound a bit different, and that's probably why. Do let me know if there's any technical audio issues or any visual issues. I've had to sort of rebuild the whole setup, but I think everything should be okay. Looking at the levels over here, and it seems to be all right. So yeah, let me know if things sort of kind of off and that, and then yeah, I can try and correct them on the fly. But yeah, hopefully compared to how it was when we first launched the game over a year ago and things were all on fire all the time, I think we're just about there now. So cool. All right. Well, let's jump straight in. So I just want to say firstly that this isn't necessarily a sort of a specific rundown of winners or anything like that. Like, this is purely just a chance to have a look at some of the games and have a look at some of the different just some of the different things that we've got. So I've got 6 games on my list, I think. Yeah, 6 games on my list, and they are kind of varied games. Yeah, there's some really fantastic games. So let's jump straight in. So the first game I'm going to look at is Hotel Resort Magnate, which is a really cool sort of simulation game. And let me just check I've got my actually. Yeah, it's like a kind of simulation tycoon kind of game. It's one that I can see myself getting really like sucked into, spending a lot of time playing in it. So yeah, I'm going to get the code out so people can jump in. It is sort of like a single player experience. I think you can travel to see other people's houses or other people's areas, but it's not something that you're going to necessarily do. So it's worth if people want to jump in. There's a link there in chat, and I'll just drop that in bottom here as well. Okay, cool. So you can use that link on the screen, or just use the code at the end, or you can just search the game, Hotel Resort Magnate. So I've been leaving it running a little bit just before the stream, just trying to accumulate a little bit of cash and get my kind of people coming. So how does this game work? Well, this game works essentially by building up your island resort of various shops, various campsites, various accommodations, and what you end up with is this really cool kind of, the whole thing comes to life. So every 30 seconds at the minute I get an influx of people, and based on the capacity of my island to do with the sort of accommodation level that I've got, more and more people come to my island, and the people are these little characters that you can see that are sort of doing their own sort of pathfinding and their own moving through the world, and it's actually really quite cool seeing them almost have a kind of a level of intelligence. So I don't control what these people do, and I think that's a really cool thing that we have. I haven't seen too much of, haven't really seen much of at all in Crayta, where we've got this level of pathfinding. These characters are moving their way through the world and actually doing their own thing. I've got no control over what they're doing, and they're actually making their own decisions. They're making where do they want to go, and how do they want to kind of move around the island, and all I'm doing is building up the buildings around it. So for example, I think this is one that I've just upgraded a little bit. So this is a 2-star building, so you kind of progress your way through the various levels, spending 3 different currencies. So you've got cash, you've got electricity, and you've got water. So the more you upgrade these, the more profit you make per visit, and then obviously the more profit per visit, the more you make over time. So you want to kind of slowly build up all your different islands, all your different buildings. And you can see all those different stats here, so how long the guests stay for. So I can have up to 8 guests here, stay for 40 seconds. Each one that comes gives me $20, and over time that slowly accumulates. So I'm going to drop quite a bit of money on bed. Let's get this up to 10 out of 10. Let's go and let's just drop a little bit on electrical. There's 10 levels, so it's going to cost 10 grand, and I can see here that it's only going to add sort of 50 cents to this, but by upgrading all 3 of these in time, it means that I can actually then upgrade the star level, which takes the building up a level, makes everything in it slightly more expensive, but then I can kind of slowly accumulate more money over time. So the depth of this game is really there, and there's a really huge amount of time that could be sunk into this, especially because it's kind of like an idle miner. So from what I've gathered, I don't think it will accumulate when you're not playing. You have to be playing the game for it to work. But that kind of fits the mechanic of the game. It's not really one that you would want to come back to and suddenly have tons of money. I guess the point is to be sat here, is to be watching you run through the level. And yeah, it's like there's a whole, like, kind of the whole thing sort of feels alive. It's really, really quite cool. So I'll probably focus on for a little bit. I'm just going to get some buildings fully upgraded. Can I do this one? Cool. Yeah, and the cool thing is, as you progress through the star levels, actually each building has its own style, its own kind of upgrade. So by playing the game more and more, you're actually going to get an island that starts to look more and more, I imagine, more and more impressive. And then you could be flying over to other people's islands to sort of check it out. So it's not just a numbers game. There's an element of like really wanting to make kind of your island the best looking island. Probably put quite a lot into these. That was all, yeah, so we're doing this. 5 grand left, so let's drop. So another interesting thing, there's probably quite a lot of strategy here as well, because you've got, when you build on an empty plot, you've essentially got 3 choices. You've got a sort of a cheap option, a middle option, and a more expensive option. Or I think for accommodation there's only 2. But you can either choose to buy a cheap building and put more, kind of get that upgraded quickly, and I guess later in the sort of end game you would sell that for the more expensive things, or you can invest in the more expensive things up front. So I'm going to buy a B bar, actually one of the more expensive options, and I'm going to drop a bunch in that. Probably get this upgraded straight away actually. And by upgrading it, that's how you upgrade the capacity, the amount of profit it can make, the amount of time people spend in the bar. You know, it really does start to kind of, there's a lot of numbers behind it, and I can imagine people can have very varying strategies of how to work their way through this. So in terms of like a complete simulation, like this is kind of incredible that this is, you know, been built in 2 weeks. And as I said, the little pathfinding people is a really nice little touch. Like you could just have it all in numbers, but actually seeing them move around the map is really nice. Okay, right, so I'm slowly running out of money, but I should be hitting a point now where I'm gaining money quite quick. I'd be interested in some leaderboards in this. Some way to be able to kind of rank myself against other players. Like I kind of want to know how well I'm doing compared to other players, you know, how much money I'm earning perhaps, or the number of stats. There is one I don't know if any of the sovereign team are here. This is by this is kind of created by PEGI or PEGI, and I think this is a kind of a collaboration I imagine across the whole sovereign team, so Slater, Carolina, Wes. Yeah, if any of them are here, I think Carolina's around. Looks like the airport doesn't upgrade. I think that might be one little thing to look at. So it says guess the star up is 49. I know I'm less than that now, but at one point I've been way over 49 and it hasn't upgraded, so that might be just a little issue. Report back there. But other than that, you know, this is a really fun game. I can see myself, I actually played this a little bit at lunchtime. Yeah, AJ's in chat. AJ I think is currently sat after work and playing this a little bit. It's a really nice game to just sort of sit and, you know, kick back to in the background. So I'll try not to play it for the whole stream, but we'll play it for a little bit. It kind of ticks all those little boxes of like, you know, it's nice to have a game where it's kind of simple, but essentially what you're doing is you're just making numbers bigger and you're kind of going through the motions, like the best way to make numbers bigger. Okay, so it won't be too long until we can upgrade that one as well. Let's try and get a building down everywhere. I think that's a pretty good place to get to. around here when I've got enough. Have you played my map Hydra Cruise Port yet? I haven't. I don't know if it's been played. Is that a Game Jam entry? We're almost there. Okay, cool. Right, B bar. Can you give me the hazmat suit, please? Like if you give it to me. The hazmat suit from Alien Conspiracy. Yeah, I'm afraid that's a kind of battle pass specific thing. So it's sort of a, you know, miss it, miss out. I don't know what the policy is on terms of costumes. Maybe coming through stores and things one day, but I think it might be a little bit while before that one comes back through for sure. Right, let's keep chipping away at upgrades here. Is this a game of the Game Jam? Yeah, so this is Hotel Resort Magnate, which is the Sovereign Games sort of collection. That group have made this, and it's a really cool idea. And it's a nice touch on the theme as well. So Dream Vacation, we're essentially facilitating this paradise island for all of these kind of small NPCs that are moving around. So it's a really nice interpretation of the theme. I'm going to fly over. So who else can I see here then? Seems strange to look at someone else's like perspective. This. Oh, here's AJ. Okay. What's AJ got going on here? So can I look at them? Yeah, I can. That's a 2-star. Yeah, nice. Nice. Oh yeah, so you got your fuel and water are like 2 separate things up here. You need to keep on top of to make sure you're generating those kind of currencies over time. Alex White says I have to try this. Yeah, I mean this is a game that, be warned, once you're sucked into it, it's quite a difficult one to leave. Just because of the kind of the core loop, like the mechanic they've got going on, it just kind of keeps you enticed. Like, you know, I would keep wanting to just, you know, click through and just get a little bit more going on. Soggy Field. So this one's quite expensive, but I think you do see the $1.25 per visit. Oh, this little fella's having a dry run. Right. I don't want to see what the 2-star of this hotel is, so maybe that's one to focus on. I'm also not sure what the cheering's about. When that is it when I go to the sports bar? Or is it when someone does something? Maybe it's when anyone in the game, maybe there's other people here, and when they upgrade to a 2-star, that's what it is. As I say, I think one of the things I really like about this is it's a game that kind of we haven't really seen before in Crayta in terms of the sort of simulation side of it. And the control scheme is quite clever. Instead of relying on the mouse to kind of specifically click and drag and stuff, just having it on that sort of interaction, it kind of uses the API and the tools of Crayta really well. To create a really easy mechanic to use, like the fact you can play the whole thing just one hand, W, A, S, and D, and then sort of interact, and then I guess you need your mouse for this bit. So maybe if this screen could have a little bit of a kind of control scheme added into it, that'd be good. But if another player joins the game, that's what this hearing is. Might be nice to maybe get a little notification at the side, say add Spagbol has joined, or whoever has joined. There's little things like that that can make a really big difference to kind of make you realise you're not in the game by yourself. Okay, we'll just be a couple more minutes and we'll probably move on. And then it's a little bit more exciting to watch. But I'd highly recommend checking this out, especially from a kind of game balancing and game design point of view. It's a really great. It's a really great game, and it still kind of baffles me that this was made part of a game jam as well. I think it must get incredibly expensive. So once you get to the fifth star, I mean, stuff must be costing like tens of thousands. I guess by that point, if you've built your economy up properly, you're doing all right. We'll get to 800 and we'll see how much the star level costs, and then we can sort of go from there. If you haven't already, do make sure you head over to Discord. Obviously, that's a really great place to go and say kind of well done to people, or if you're here for the first time, you're not really sure the best way to chat with the community, then Discord is your best bet. That's discord.g/Crayta. You head over there. We've got channels specific for lots of different things, and including a game jam channel, so you can go and let people know what you think about their games and any feedback. One of the best things about a game jam is it gives you a project that you've kind of finished pretty quick, and then obviously once we've announced the results on Friday as part of the video that we'll be putting out, you can from then, once we've announced the winners, that's when you'll be free to go ahead and start updating your games again. So it's a really good chance to play the games now, get through all the other submissions, check out what everyone else has been doing, kind of get a bit of a community together to sort of play test a bunch of stuff, produce a whole bunch of feedback, and then you can really start to knock out some quality of life fixes and maybe some bug fixes you've noticed, to make a collection of really well rounded off games in just a matter of a couple of weeks. It's really quite cool. Right, coming done. I need 4,500. It's going to take a little bit of time to save up. We'll have to see how we go. Maybe I'll come back to this one at the end. We'll see what we've got time for. But this is my kind of thing. If someone could make me a game, I think this is really up there with one of the sort of things I can really spend time getting sucked in. This, just watching numbers increase it. It sounds simple, but they've done a really good job of putting it all together. So okay, I think let's think about moving on to the next game. So the next one we've got here is it's another tycoon sort of game, but it's nice because it's a really nice twist on how it all works. It's actually down here. So this is Dreamline Ship Tycoon by I'm Lazy. So let's have a little look at how this one comes together. So again, it's a really interesting take on tycoons. It's got some pretty cool mechanics. Again, mind-blowing for 2 weeks work. And it's a really unique way of controlling it and the way it comes together. So I really like this one. So yeah, do let us know in chat what you think if you've played it, and if not, do jump in and we'll have a little look at playing that now. It does make such a difference having these loading screens as well, like getting to see a little bit about the game from the description that's on the side, but also just seeing people kind of put their own art into it. Oh, where's my boat? Ah, here we go. Catching up a little bit, I think. Or if I did see something about apparently you're not supposed to move. If I broke it, right? I'll jump back to the hub and I'll load back in. I think you're not supposed to move at the start. And again, we appreciate this is a game jam. There's going to be little issues here and there. So I'll jump back to the hub and I'll make sure I don't move this time. I think the boat needs to sort of land on me to really get the mechanic to kick in. World takes time to load in. If the game world doesn't load in, try waiting first and don't move. So just stay right there. So look. But you had a little glimpse then. So as I say, the way it works is it's kind of like a big ocean and you're a little boat driving around and you've got to drive port to port, pick up passengers, drop them off where their destination is in time to get money to make it all sort of work better. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is working now. So I've got 26 fuel. Yeah, I can see someone's boat's coming to crash into me. Okay, so it costs fuel. So at the minute, fuel's quite expensive, and I believe that the I'm Lazy who made it is aware, and they're going to be doing sort of balancing passes. So I'm going to take. I can take. No passengers. Let's see. So if I go to ship build, this is where I can actually start to build my own ship. So let's go ahead and buy some rooms. No, not that one. I can't actually afford any room. Okay, I haven't got enough money, so if I go back, I'm going to need to buy. How am I going to buy a room? Can't make any money to buy a room. Interesting. Wonder if I've managed to break something here. I think I might have sold my rooms earlier and then ended up not having enough money. And then need a reset. Can I just sell my ship? Does that allow me? Manage fleet. Have a look. I mean, the fact that this game's got its own kind of huge menu system, incredible. Nice. Oh shit. Russ is now stuck. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I think I've managed to. Can't sell that ship. I'm basically stuck without. I can't get passengers on to make money to therefore buy the capacity for passengers. So I've kind of hit a point where the game's a little bit broken. I feel like maybe the base capacity should be like 1, so you always can have at least 1 passenger. But other than that, I think I've got nothing left to sell on my ship. But I think that's the problem I'm facing here. I've got no rooms. Oh. Yeah, hidden them somewhere. Okay, that's a shame. I'll try and come back to this at some point if I can maybe get a fix in. I'll have to see. But yeah, or I can try and pay an alt account at some. But yeah, I think. As I say, this is a pretty it's a pretty cool game. It's a really nice mechanic. What I will do is I'll probably I've got plenty of fuel, so I'm just going to go around. So you control it on your little boat, and you go kind of port to port, picking up passengers, selling fuel. Crayta says alt account. Yeah, I think what I might do is I might switch to an alt account I've got. It should work, but I'll do that at the end of the stream. Yeah, that should give me a whole fresh save. Yeah, I mean, in terms of the level of this game, the depth of this game, it's really, really quite cool. And the simple touches, I love the way they've got the little yellow neon voxels to kind of look like a cityscape at night. It's kind of got that simplistic graphics look, but it really, really works. And then I'm out of fuel now, so I'd have to buy fuel. Which I might as well do, might as well spend the money on something. I can buy some fuel, and that's taken sort of 700 off me. 7 units of fuel, which should get me to most of the way to Miami here. There we go. But yeah, it's a really, really cool game, really cool idea, and kind of fairly original. And yeah, fantastic. And again, someone who hasn't entered the jam before, this is kind of a new entry. So yeah, I really like this one. I say it's obviously got its little issues with balancing and stuff, but you know, it's a game jam game. There's a whole ton of features packed into this in just 2 weeks, so it's kind of crazy. That's what we can do. Let's jump on to the next one. As I say, I will come back to that, and I'll try and get it working on an alt account a little bit later. So if I go to the next one, so we're going to play Santos Beach, which you might recognise the cover art, and actually the links are here. So this has got a really cool twist actually, where they've integrated a lot of the aesthetic and story and little kind of bits of the script and stuff from the comics. So if you haven't seen the comics, then do head over to Crayta.com. There'll be a link on the top of the page somewhere for the comic. So we have 2 seasons of the comic. We're currently in the middle of our 2nd season. It's a really cool kind of story. It gives us a little bit of like a meta story behind how Crayta was made and what Crayta is. You don't have to go through the comic to really understand Crayta, but it's just a nice bit of flavour and a really cool way to kind of branch out and kind of establish a bit more about Crayta as a cool brand. It's a fun thing to go and read. And if you do like comics, we've got some really talented artists, and actually kind of quite a strange twist, or a different twist to what we've done is we have several artists actually working on the same issues, so page to page, and the art style can be very, very different, which is quite cool. And a lot of the story is kind of the lead writer on it was Dan Abnett, who's a really established author, has done a lot of like fantastic work. So it's a really cool story, really worth checking out if you are a comic book fan or a visual novel fan. Let's get a code out here. I can see there's a few people with me anyway. But this is a cool game. It's a really nice twist, as I say, on kind of obstacle courses. So it's got some really, really quite difficult obbies built into it. So let me just drop a link in chat, and I'm going to try and get through at least one of these obbies. Okay, so we should see that appear on screen. So what we essentially people enjoying the neon coast emotes. I could just watch that all day. Someone should clip that, get that clipped for Discord. Yeah, so if you've seen the comics or if you've read the comics, you'll actually recognise this area is very similar to the opening sequence of season 1. What's sort of set on a beach. They've managed to really capture the essence of the way the beach looks. So I'm just going to grab my controller here. Just have a little look around. But yeah, it's a really, really cool kind of take on the way it all looks. And then you can come up to these panels, interact them. So part of the gameplay is baked into the challenges. So there's 11 of these to find throughout the game. And they've done a really good job of capturing the way that the comic book kind of presents its data panels. So part of the comic is every so often through an issue, there'll be a page entirely about facts, figures, numbers, to kind of back up a lot of the stuff that, you know, the story is about. And that's kind of what we're seeing here. So it's a really nice way of kind of capturing the essence of the comics and the issues that we have. And it's always fun to come here and hang out on the beach as well. Seeing kind of the 2D side of Crayta in the comic kind of built in 3D, it's really quite cool. It'll be interesting to see if more people sort of take that now, and maybe perhaps start recreating more areas that we find in the comic. So once you've found anything in here, you can start to explore more, and you'll see that there's these portals sort of hidden around the edge. Now what we get is these, I think they're fairly short. I'm not sure they go much further than what we can see at the other end of this room. However, getting through these is incredibly difficult. So we're going to do our best to get through here. This bit's particularly... Oh, I just stepped onto the thing. This bit's particularly tricky. Oh, who's that with a shortcut? BK. This revolving bit, because it takes a little bit more It takes a little bit of luck, I think, because it's kind of fighting the client server a little bit. So you do kind of get thrown around a touch. I keep standing on that second to last one, or the first one. Okay, let's go. Ah! Oh wait, I can't. Oh. I thought I had to stay away from the thing. Okay, so on that bit, I guess I need to not touch the yellow, but I need to be quick on the other panels. Raiko says, not skilled enough to beat any of this. I found it helpful to face the wall and jump sideways. Like this. Like this, guys. I think I prefer the looking down approach. Okay. Oh, no, go. Oh, like clipping around everywhere. Okay, I feel like I've got this one. There is a pattern here that if you get it right. Yeah, there we go. I'll watch everyone fail at this for a little bit. Victoria says, nice clip. Last season's Battle Pass was the best one so far. Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, the cosmetic side of it was fantastic, and obviously the assets to build with was also pretty amazing. We have revealed the key art for the next season, and I can confirm it is amazing. I've done a lot of work recently building with the assets internally, getting ready for the release of that at some point soon. But yeah, it's really fantastic pack, so you should really excited. And if you do want to see more about the next season of Crayta, and then do make sure that you head over to Discord, because we've been dropping some assets there today. AJ's been dropping, I think we've called it Triple Mesh Tuesday or something to make up for missing out yesterday. So there's actually some sneak peek at what you can expect in the next season. So yeah, do head over to Discord, let your friends know about it, and shout from the rooftops, because it's going to be a really fantastic. Everyone in the chat is telling me to read the note. I think at least one person's made it here. I can see Funny Neck has as well. Funny Neck, oh, this is your game. Fantastic. Due to the time, I didn't get to sort of the client server fighting like you said. I do think I know how to fix it, however. Yeah, it should be fairly straightforward. To be honest, it kind of adds to the difficulty, and I think once you can get your head around how to control the sort of jumpiness, it's fine. Right, read the note. Okay, it's from Nuna. For a brief moment, I was transported somewhere new. A grand pastel canopy reaches of marble, flawless humanoid statues blending seamlessly into them. Then, as quickly as it appeared, vision faded. Yay. Oh, right, and then is this? I feel like if I touch this yellow, I'm going to die. I'm going to try and jump through. Okay, let's get back to the start. Cool, so I've knocked one down. Let's see if I can get through all of them. I think there's 3. Okay, this one is infuriating. So you've got to be really quick. You kind of got to jump when it's not there. Grab it. Like that, and then that one appears. It's the spinny bit that really gets me on this. Oh, climb. Oh, a mantle ruined me. Ah, that's the middle. The styling in these obbies is really nice, and it's very much got that comic book feel to it, where it's all like shiny, glossy. It's kind of very stylized, which is cool. No, that was a bad time to jump. I think I've got this one down as well. You need to do like a little hop on each of the spinny bits to get over the bar. That buys you enough time to then jump on. No, as soon as you mantle on one of these front panels, you're stuck. That was too soon. No. Okay, let's go now. And jump. And jump. Okay. Oh, panic. Oh, I was like one jump away then. No, that's bad timing. Just seeing like an endless stream of people like jump to their deaths is pretty funny. Like lemmings. No. I'm going the wrong way, what am I doing? Hey. There we go. Whew, it's the fact that last one's spinning the other way around, that's where it really catches you out. Hey Nuna, as soon as I surpassed this obstacle I felt a pang of doubt. Is this the first time I've been round? Without you here to steady me, there's no telling how deteriorated my memory has become. I write this as a note to both you and a future version of myself. I hope both of us are doing well. Yeah. Again, more kind of comic book insight there. If these little notes do interest you, then do kind of head over to Crayta.com, find the comic book links. You can view all those now. The entire season 1, the first few episodes of season 2 are available now. Okay, right, one more obby to go. This one actually I almost did do earlier, so I've got a good feeling I'm going to get through all of these. Okay, just grab this note quickly. For Nuna, something has gone wrong. Usually when I go to sleep I don't remember dreaming. I'm leaving this note in the event that there is a symptom of further corruption. I pray that you return before I go. 6 months, 1 night, forever. Without you it's all the same. Yeah. Okay, so this one is pretty nuts to look at. It's all about timing. And the trick with this one is the platforms are actually always there, they're just invisible. You need to wait for the light up to learn where they are. Okay. I think I need to get up here? No. Go straight to this one. Also having player-to-player collision is pretty brutal. Me, sees spinning obstacle course, turns around and walks out. Beach landscape here is really nicely done. Yeah, as I say, especially if you have read the comic, or at least sort of seen the first few panels of issue 1 of season 1. Done a really good job of capturing how that beach area looks at the beginning. Right, let's go Hisoken. Oh. Is that no in response to me? P2P collisions will definitely be gone once the jam is over. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends how you want to do it, but you could perhaps set it. I wonder if you can do it through code, so only when you're in these areas it's off. Although having it off on the beach as well won't make any difference. Let's go, KD. So it's not just a straight jump. Where is this panel? It's to like jump. Oh, it's there. Okay. Okay, right, I'm here. Now where? You're trying to get your beach ball to bounce off. Something down there, isn't it? It's like we need to throw enough beach balls to like learn the pattern. It's gotta be over near that blade. Oh, but how did I miss? Okay, I'm gonna follow Funny Neck. They built it. Oh, it's not enough room. Okay, right. So I'm gonna wait for this space. There we go. That's on the other side of it, apparently. Oh, okay. It was sort of like down here. Smashed it, right, and then it was up here. Yes. Okay. Oh, if I please don't mess it. Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. Right. Okay. I think I've been the first one across, other than Funny Neck, who is created it. Nuna, orange, green. I don't know why, I don't know how I know. All I can say is that when I picture that sigil, I see it with these colours embedded. And if I strain my mind through the fog, I can almost link that picture with the word. It feels as though that word is important. It will be. Okay. I think I've done these in the wrong order. I think you're supposed to go all the way through. Yeah, no, this is a really, really cool game. Serial asks, Funny Neck, is this your first Crayta game? It's a very, very nice game. Yeah, it looks fantastic. And I say, a callback to the comic is always something that looks great. I mean, even the birds in the sky, like there's quite a lot of birds kind of in those first few panels. So yeah, really fantastic game. Really kind of beautifully put together. Who's this in the tree? Bogster just hanging out in the tree. Yeah, really nice. Hey Russ, do you think Crayta may ever have VR support in the future? That could be pretty cool. It would be cool. I mean, it's not something that we're particularly focused on. Like, as I say, I think where we sort of stand with other platforms and other sort of things is typically, obviously, we want Crayta to be in front of as many people as possible. So if if there was a VR audience that would like to see it in VR, then obviously that's something we could explore. But yeah, I think it's something that isn't really on the roadmap as such. But yeah, if we want Crayta to be playable by as many people as possible, no reason why not. Perhaps one day. Right. Okay. Next game. Let's get my list back up to remind myself. Okay. Right. We're going to take a trip to Paradise Island. So I have played this a couple of times already while checking out the games, and it's really different take on how it all on the theme. It's not quite not quite the dream vacation most people would expect it to be. Yeah, so if you haven't already, as I say, do make sure you check out all of the other Game Jam submissions. There's a lot of games here, and actually we always say this, but the quality bar that we get each jam we do is just getting better and better. And I guess a lot of that is down to the time. So we've had a couple of weeks this time instead of when we first did this, we had it was a 48-hour weekend thing. I think the fact that that we're seeing this sort of quality in 2 weeks is still pretty much going. I guess this is a first-person game, which is always nice. Nice to kind of explore the different camera perspectives. Let me just get a link for anyone who wants to join. I'm not sure how many players this instance specifically bought. It's always good to jump in and maybe try your own instance anyway. Okay, so this is Paradise Island, and 7 Days is here as well. So the idea behind this game is because of Corona, we didn't have the chance to go outside of the country, and instead we played scare escape room games at home, which turned out to be a dream vacation. Ah, cool. Nice idea. Okay, welcome to Paradise Island. You are welcome to tour the island freely, accept the elevators, stay away from the elevators, enjoy your stay. But naturally, I'm drawn straight to the elevators. I think most people have gone that way. So really nicely decorated sort of resort. But I'm going to follow these footprints down here, which don't look ominous whatsoever. And the handprints, that's not going to put me off either. Elevators, right? Okay, let's go for the elevators. Coming in, right? Okay, what could possibly go wrong? If you hadn't guessed already, this is a bit of a horror experience, which is really quite cool thing to see. Crayta being built on the Unreal Engine means we get really kind of fantastic lighting effects that you can do. So here we can see that we've got kind of a red strobe in here, kind of real-time shadows in editor. There's a lot of really cool ways to build using lighting stuff in Crayta. So horror experience, really fantastic thing to explore. Okay, right, I'm gonna press these. And that's revealed these buttons, but you've got to be quick, and only one of them actually reveals the exit, which I did straight away. So I'll let you play it and explore the others. If you press the other ones, you get some other slightly less life-saving options. Oh, okay. Gotta open that again. Okay, forgot that was coming. And again, this is just like another example of like a really stylish game. like kind of using this red neon glow for lots of things. Really quite cool. And we're suddenly transported to a horror house, which is always fun. Now I can't actually remember what I need to do in here. Okay, that wasn't. Oh, okay, everything's just getting weirder and weirder. The ticking on the clock is creepy. Oh, okay. Lever. Didn't realise that bed did that sort of banging. Yeah, the whole thing like it's just made really well. Like it just comes together. It comes together like it's a really fun, you know, kind of the horror experience. It's quite a fun little experience. How do I blow up? Like something's trying to escape from this. I did the lever. Come on, Katie and Nadia. Ah, here we go. Key. I collect the key. Give me the big key. What's in the box? Ah, here we go. Grab a flashlight. Okay. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh. I thought I could jump over those hands. So, like, whoa, okay, shots. The lighting and the sound effects going on all the time are just, yeah. I think this is one you really want to stick your headphones on and play if you haven't played it yet. Another thing that you've done really well here, Seven Dose, is the breadcrumb of where to go. Like, you know, you got the little puzzles, which I kind of got stuck at, obviously, but in terms of like breadcrumbing the direction to going, it's really good. Now it's super creepy. The way that the torch moves when you move, so you have to kind of stop to like look, is kind of creepy. Okay. Look in a hospital. Yay. Who's getting their feet on the wall? Okay, I'm just running. I think this is about as far as I ever got in there. Okay, I'm just running. I'm just running. That's just a dead end. You have to wake up. Get in the cage. Okay. Okay, press Y to escape your nightmare. Oh, I'm being sunk into the lava. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm done. Ah, cool. That was it. Oh, that must be the time. What was my time? I feel like I was quicker than 8 minutes. Oh. See, might take a minute to update. AJ there, the 4:54. Dark noob, 2.5 minutes. That's pretty quick. I mean, I guess you must, if you know where you're going, you can probably get through it a bit quicker. Oh, I must have been slower than that. I must have been. Oh, there we go. What was it? 7:15, 9th. I'll take that. It's always nice to get on the leaderboard. But no, that's really good. Well done on that 7 doses. As I say, if you haven't played it yet, do go through and play it, and probably stick your headphones on to really appreciate, yeah, sort of how cool it sounds. I guess I can go back. Look here now. It is how it ends. It's like I'm stuck in bedroom hell. Or is there? Oh no, the door's open. Yeah, I feel like is there more to this? Is there more like hidden secrets? Oh wait, no, I'm here. Okay, cool. That's the elevators. Yeah, cool. Speedboat escape. I wanted to do longer and more, but of course 2 weeks was all we had. But I mean, again, to have all that together in 2 weeks, it's not just a case of like having designed it, but I haven't actually got the layout right. So as Dryco said, like having it directed in the way you've done it and the way it's breadcrumbed through, it's really, really impressive. Cool, right, we're going to play a Splogster game. Although Splogster said it was going to disappear at 8 for 10 minutes, so actually we'll come back to yours. So you can be around. Let's go to. We're going to play King of the Coast next, which is really, really cool shooter. So again, it's kind of very different style from what we've seen. So we've had a couple of tycoons, we've had the horror game, we've had the obby, and I've got a shooter. And this shooter is really cool. It's using Equorox, I believe anyway. Equorox King of the Hill package, which is a really fun package, a really nice way to create kind of new stylish shooter. And what Boss Lady's done here is actually made it so the objective of the hill that you're trying to hold is moving around the coast. So it's not just a case of capture the point and sit there. It's kind of more about kind of capturing point, and then when the point moves, you've got to fight with the team to capture the new point. First to 100 wins. So if we can get plenty of people jumping in, we can get a few good games of this going. I think that'd be pretty fun. It won't really work if I play by myself. So do check out the code, and I'll share that in a minute, and we'll jump in and play that together. Yeah, I've noticed you've got 5 people in now. That's good. Get a share link out. Okay, King of the Coast code out. Who we've got me, BK, and Carolina versus Nadia and Chet. First to 100 wins. So we're looking for the beacon. I get too engrossed in shooting, I sort of forget that I need to be going over and trying to capture the objective. literally got here. Okay, first control. The one thing that this game does, it has a package which allows you to do a double jump, which is a pretty cool way to like traverse through the map quickly. Right, let's go to red on top now. No, don't mantle. Oh, that ragdoll off the top. I feel like we need a coordinated attack here. They are flying ahead now, 20 points clear. Right, coast has moved. Oh, there's a shotgun on the floor. I want a shotgun. Oh, where's my team? Let's go. We're now 40 points behind. Okay, right, let's go out to sea. Let's hold this one. See if we can make 50 points up. You could do like a dolphin dive with the double jump while you're swimming. Okay. Blue as control. Oh, it's Chet and BK. Oh, not BK. Who's that? They're just like hammering us. Come on. Oh, there we are. That's game. Well played, red team. Right, let's go. We've got one more player, so there's no excuse. I feel like Dry Coast is playing the like the roaming role. We're already 40 points behind. We are getting hammered at this. 60 points behind. We've only got 3 kills. Funny Neck's on 6 kills. Oh, how is that shotgun missed? Well, at least we got into double figures, but I don't think we're winning this. Unless we can get like an epic comeback here. I don't know, the red are swarming all over it. Okay. Blue even has an extra player. Yeah, that was rough. I think that's what, Dry Coast and Funny Neck with like, yeah, crazy amount of kills. Right, come on. Let's go blue. Right, someone's got to be almost dead, isn't there? I think the double jump spam, that's the trick. Oh, how has Dry Coast killed me? Like, I just probably got you down to like 1 health. Oh, I'm so bad. At least the music's good. This looks like a blast, no pun intended. It's cool, it's good. Like it's a fun way to play a shooter because it's not just about killing the other team, but like having the objective, like defend as well and stuff. Like it adds more to it. King of the Coast, Dry Coast, I think he's cheating. You know what? Actually, I think you might be right there. Because every time I get to the coast, it's like, it feels like there must be like 30 of them. Right, okay. Got a kill at least. Our team's on 4 kills. I feel like we're just getting worse and worse. How's red got control? Where's red? Oh, it's moved. By the time we finally fight our way up the coast, like that's it. It's moved. We just snuck into double figures. Right, come on, Blue. We need a better game than this. 90-point difference. No Dry Coast. Damn. Well, I feel like we did alright then. We kind of held our own longer than we normally do. I can't lose this game. I'd have to change my name. Yeah, if we can beat you, you'd be like, I guess it would, yeah, something other than dry coast. Like, what's the opposite of coast? Dry land. Cheat coast. They've got their tactics down. It's like 3 of them captured, then the other ones just roam around. How is he not there? Right, there's blocks it down. Blue's got control of the coast. Has it moved? Right, come on, we've got this. We're actually winning. Damn it, it didn't fall for the duck. Right, go BK, go. Both teams are on the coast. Neck, you're good. 9 kills. More than our whole team. But it's 2 points in it, it's close. Hey, someone's dressed like me. Nobody's on the coast. Ah, right, back on land. Okay, well, it's good. It's good. 4 points. 4 points in it, and I think we're actually getting to the coast quicker now, which is good. Let's go, Blue. Let's go. Blue isn't paying attention to the moving mark. No, I get too transfixed on like fighting where I know it is, and then as soon as we win, we only win because half of red ran off to where they need to be. This double jump mechanic, it's so cool. Like, adds like a whole new like traversal like mechanic, which just makes it fun to like get across the map. Oh, 2 points in it. We've got it. Oh, funny neck picking us off, but we're only 8 points away. 5 points away. Come on, Blue. Smashed it. That was good. Right, okay, we'll play one more. Winner takes all. We do have an uneven number of players again, though. Okay, let's go. Winner takes all. Final round. Okay, let's go at the same time. Let's go as a group. How are they getting so high? Like, I swear red just keeps falling out of the sky. got chat at least. Post has moved. Oh, I keep not reloading. Ah. So hard to hit when people are doing that. Come on, Blue, where are you? Just as we get it. Right, let's go together. Red's already there. Oh, we're slipping again. 40-point difference. I need to learn this like paratrooping trick into the water. Is it downstairs I need to be? Let's try coast. No. Hide. Bad. Never mind. Well played, red team. But yeah, really fun game. I say that's one of the few shooters that I think uses that mechanic, and it could really you can really get sucked into playing that for quite a long time. So really great job. More maps. More pickups, that sort of thing, a bit of quality of life polished and various things and whatever, but yeah, ultimately that's a really fun, exciting game. Right, let's go to the next one. So now Splogs is back, we'll go back and play a Big Trip, which is quite a fun one again. It's a classic Splogster. It's kind of a big tycoon kind of game. The idea is you essentially have to kind of earn enough to kind of unlock more airports to go to more places, Yeah, there's quite a lot going on. It's an interesting kind of zoomed out camera angle, which kind of clips on a few things, which that perhaps you might want to look at. Splugster is making sure things collide with the player only and not the camera as well. So that'll stop the camera from jumping back and forth. But little things like that you can expect from a game jam entry. But other than that, you say it's just another fun sort of tycoon game with kind of different currencies I've seen. You can get like, I think this is one where you get air miles, but you also buy like Sundays with flamingos. It's kind of nuts. Dryco says team swapping would be cool after the jam. Yeah, I think that'd be quite good actually. Kind of on the previous game if the team's randomized slightly. Funnyneck says GG, that was fun. Yeah, that was cool, and it's a nice showcase of the work we've put in recently into combat in Crayta, kind of making the combat feel a bit more fun, a bit more enjoyable, work a bit nicer. So yeah, it's always good to jump into a shooter with a fairly full lobby and actually get some time playing some of the games. Okay, here we go. So it's a really interesting theme actually. So it's all like postcards and stuff like that. So got these quite cool little helper things. So you can run up to these and it gives you the instructions. So these give guidance on the gameplay. Explore each area looking for pickups that can be sold for air miles. Are you ready to jet off on your dream vacation? So it's quite a zoomed out camera. It's quite different, and the camera just pull around in various places. So as you kind of jump to various things on your travels, please can you try and collect these items so I can make this fabulous artwork. So we're looking for parasol. We're looking. Do we have to bring it back to this guy then? You can get coasters. You can get flamingos, Sundays, and the parasols. And we were a little bit stuck earlier to what to do with them, but maybe we have to bring them to this chap, and he'll build something for us. So whatever you collect at a shop to earn air miles. Air miles can be used to buy these bags. The luggage costs between 1,000 and 10,000 air miles. Well, I've got 1,225, and I've actually bought one area, so I'm going to go here. So it teleports me to this place, which is to Sploggy Springs. There's a flight to Sploginini. I just jump down here. I can just travel places. That's Splogland. Okay, so Splogland's the first one. Okay, and I think. Right, okay, yeah, and I think the idea is you work your way up, but I've also can drop back to my place. Okay, so that respawns me. So so I can actually get into this one. So let's go to Loggy Springs. So look here. Right, so can I pick this up? Got a parasol. I'm going to try and take that back to that guy at the start and see what he does. Splog Canyon. So if I step on that sign, I think it teleports me to a place. I like the big postcards at the top. Deck chairs. Got Sundays. There's all sorts of stuff to pick up here. The deck chair's called UK. What does that mean? I mean, obviously I know United Kingdom. Reference the deck chair, maybe. You can make the artwork by removing the final piece of luggage that takes you down the far side of the tycoon. Yeah. Okay. How do I get back to my area? Like over here somewhere. Pineapple under the sea, like it. Right to the airport, yeah. I can go all the way back. Oh wait, no, there's shops, isn't there? I need to find a shop to sell things. I'll do it here. I'm going to Splogolini. Welcome to Sploginini. Please feel free to explore. It's a nice walk down to the sea, but you can take the balloon if you prefer. Whoa, okay. Got this camera. The videographer likes to film visitors going up and down the rock, but sometimes they can lose their footing. So patient. Whoa, okay. Really fight. It's really fighting me trying to get down that tunnel. Go. Oh, where am I now? I'm just exploring all sorts of places here. There's down there. These buildings look cool. Like these, like with the sort of the gold pouring on. Got a feeling I've got to a place I'm probably not supposed to be running around, but if I go far enough. Oh no, there's people here. Okay, someone's got a wheel through them. Okay, that's probably okay. Do the airport, right? Let's go back to the airport. Let's go back to familiar place. I ran out of time to sort all the camera, sorry. No, it's fine. As I say, like classic game jam, you know, there's going to be the little quality of life things you want to get back to do. But I'm going to go to Splogland. So Splogland has shops. I know that much. So for example, I can go here and I can sell my parasols, Sundays and things. That's how you basically progress through this game, is through getting air miles by sort of selling stuff that you find, or I mean, the amount of work that's gone into this in terms of the scale of it and the amount of buildings, the amount of mechanics and stuff, you know, it's still, again, it's crazy to think this was a build. There's a couple of things. I think this, like this church here, might have two churches on top of each other because there's quite a lot of Z fighting going on there. But yeah, some pretty cool landmarks. It's, the O2 I recognise there from London. I think AJ appreciated that. Like the sloshing of Ayers and well. So this is splogs to ale, I believe, in these barrels, which a lot of beer. Avoid that. What does this say? You can board different planes to jet off to different places to explore and find more collectibles to sell. Some airports have shops. Once you have enough air miles, move left into doors where you can drop off home for it. Okay, New York airport. Okay, so if I'm going to sell 850, but 2, I think there might have been some that was like 2,500 now. So let's get a few more barrels and then get to 2,500 air miles, and I think that should get me an airport entrance to the house. Okay, right, let's go back to the airport. Go back home. Just drop off the world and then we fall. Amazingly, we land on our diving board. Oh yeah, there's a 2,500 thing here, so yes, go unlock that. Where does this take? Oh, it just unlocks. Ah, okay, it's just unlocked the upstairs, which has more places to go. I think that one is. That one's 12,000, 10,000. That's 5,000. 2,500. Okay, so we're sort of hitting the right sort of progression. I like the little touch of having my name on the postcard up there. That's a nice little. Yeah. So again, really fun tycoon. Kind of a really interesting idea of like kind of coming back to your home, unlocking the different dream destinations. The theming through the airport is really cool. I think it's just like the little bits of feedback, like things like the camera probably needs to punch into the player much closer, and you know, not be stepping on things, and you know, a little bit of work on that. But again, you know, it's all quality of life stuff that really comes after a game jam anyway. So to have achieved this in 2 weeks is really cool, and it's more than I made in the 2 weeks I had for mine. So yeah, really great job. Really cool. So what we're going to try and do now, we're coming towards the end of the stream, so I'm going to try and just quickly jump on to, I think I might have to jump onto like yeah, like a different Stadia account, yeah, so I can play on an alt account for that other game going on, the Dream Ship Liner one, mainly because I had that little issue with. Bear with me. Let us know in chat what your favourite game this evening's been, or what your favourite game of the whole game jam is. Okay, just loading up. Moment. This should all work. I haven't really tried playing Stadia on a stream for a little while, but works how it looks. What is Crayta about, if you don't mind explaining? That's fine. So what is Crayta about? Well, Crayta itself is a user-generated content platform, essentially. So it's a platform for people to come in and create their own experiences, their own games, their own worlds, hangout spaces. So that's the point of Crayta. You know, it's a platform for that. It's also a great place to kind of make friends, play in a community, try out each other's games. You know, we have a lot of things like this, kind of the seasons, battle passes. And there's a lot of there's two sides to it. You know, you've got the play side where you can play all the games that are on Crayta, and the create side where you can create them as well. Let me find it. Okay, cool. Right, I think we should be. We're good to go. So loading back into Crayta now on Stadia, and there should be a different account that isn't linked. So it should hopefully let me play completely fresh from the start of the other one. Hopefully the connection holds up. It shouldn't be too. It might just take a minute or two. I'm hoping it's not too choppy. If it is, try and do what I can to remedy that. Hey, sorry I missed the stream. It looks like I have to check out the VOD. Yeah, it'll be available. Obviously, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. I know whereas you probably are, but if you are here and you're kind of late to the stream, then no problem. You know, do make sure you head over and check out the video that'll be available on the channel after. Okay, right. So hopefully, I'm gonna put up. The quality might look a little bit different. I have to say it's Stadia versus Epic. This is a really old character. I haven't played on on this account for a long time. Okay, so I want to play Dream Line. Is that what it's called? Dream Line. Cool. So we should hopefully get the full experience this time. I just sort of wanted to give it a try. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, so hopefully that answers your question, Zach. It is free, completely free to play. And if you didn't want to do the big download that you would come with the Epic Games version, you can also play it for free instantly on Stadia. So cloud gaming, a really fantastic chance to try Crayta out without really much of a obligation. Okay, cool. Let's see. I think this looks like it's good. Okay, so I've got 7,000. I've got a little bit of fuel. So let's get into Miami. Build my ship. Buy a room. I'm going to buy a couple of state rooms. Of course, you can see my capacity for passengers up is bigger now. I'm going to place this round. I mean, the fact that this game's come with like its own sort of like build a ship mechanic is pretty nuts, as well as all the other stuff it's doing. Okay, so let's try max out. We've got 8 passengers. I want to save plenty of money for fuel, because I know fuel is quite expensive. Don't forget food so you don't get fined for starving your passengers. That's a very good point. So yeah, let's go for a basic burger shack. Place that over here. Okay, so that should hopefully do me for keeping them starving. So again, this has kind of got that whole simulation side to it, where picking up passengers and you've really got to look after them, sort of make sure that they are not starving going through the ship on their voyage. So that's what I want to do. Press Q, back. So I'm now ready to pick people up essentially at this point. So what I want to do is I might just pick up 8 passengers, Freeport, get there really quickly, cash in on them. So okay, so I've got 15 seconds to get over here. It's going to cost me some fuel to get over to Freeport. I went without fuel to maximise profits. But then it takes longer without fuel, and you therefore get fined, or not fined, but you don't get as much money for being late. Or maybe you don't get a bonus. Like I just got quite a lot there. I could just keep... Let's go another run here. So let's go back to Miami. Again, like this sort of strategy game, it's really cool. Got some profit. Yeah, that's good. 600. Okay. And that cost me almost that much in fuel to get across, but I am earning more money. So while I've got more money, we also went without rooms to maximise profits. My passengers were issued oars. Yeah, it's like you've got their feet at the bottom of the ship and they're like swimming. Are you going to try another games tomorrow? So yeah, AJ is going to be live tomorrow night, doing the same sort of thing as me. He's going to play different games, and he's going to be going through, and yeah, essentially just checking out a bunch more of the games. Selena played some last week. I think some of them were already covered, so go ahead and check out that video, which is available on the channel now. So essentially, we just kind of go through and give them a bit of exposure, but I'd highly recommend everybody do also go through themselves, go through and play the games. Are available right now to play on Crayta. You know, once we reveal the winners at the end of this week, we'll be looking to then hopefully get a bunch of these updated and really start to hammer through tons of really high quality games. Yeah, let's do another Freeport run, and we can start exploring the map a bit more, and then I'll get more passengers. I'm gonna run out of fuel. Right, I've got one more trip back. Let's push, build. I upgrade them. It's 2 people. Okay, buy rooms. Let's maybe look at buying. Could push it to like the medium state. Guessing that's going to get me like 4 passengers, or wouldn't it not? Hopefully, if it gets me 4. Because 2 basic staterooms would get me 4 passengers for 2,400. It'd be 100 less, but I guess it's the space you start taking up the basic stateroom. Let's be brave. Let's do it. Okay, no, that's giving me 6. That's much better. It's telling me it's a basic stateroom. That's definitely a bigger room. Oh, did it give me 6? 2. Wait, no, it only gave me 2. Why did I only think I had 4 before? Maths. Okay, so it looks like it's only giving me 2, but it's charged me 2,500. Oh, okay. If I sell this room, the medium and first class just increase passenger happiness. Ah, okay. So they're passively better, but they don't give them more capacity. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, again, you know, feedback would be to feed all that into the UI. Obviously, I appreciate you only had 2 weeks, and this is an incredible amount of work to have done in 2 weeks. But that'd be the next thing, I think, is to really start to tie in stats and stuff on the screen for what players are buying, and maybe like confirmation. Are you sure? Tick yes. Pretty sure you get your money back for selling. So, okay, so if you get 100% back for selling, again, I like that. I don't like games that punish you for not trying different strategies. So it's nice if you can get all your money back and you can kind of like refresh your ship and think about, you know, building a different way. Right, so now we've got extra passengers. Let's fill up to Miami Run. Should just about have the fuel back. Okay. So oops. I'm out of fuel now. If I buy fuel, got me 11. Maybe I'll make it down. Let's do a few more of these side to side runs to get that fuel a bit higher. There's something really calming about this game as well. Like, it's just music kicking on in the background. That's 6. Do a couple more. Explore down to like the other little cities. Another thing you could do, just a tiny little quality of life thing that I always know, is because you don't need the crosshair in the middle of the screen. What you can do is on the user template, is just there's a checkbox for turning that off essentially, so you don't get that little crosshair on your ship, because it's not going to serve a purpose in the game. It just makes it, you know, that little bit cleaner on the UI. I wasn't here earlier, but I think what happened on your other account was because there's an error in the logout function, so it never reached the line where it saves your rooms, just your money. Which also happens to cause a bunch of other issues. Okay, that's cool. I mean, if you know what the issue is, then that's fine. You are actually able to update that in editor now. So if you know the fix for that, or you wanted to start working on the fix, then feel free. Just don't publish the fix until the results are out, if that makes sense. There's nothing stopping you being in the editor, making fixes and preparing stuff for the game. Just don't publish anything. Because if you publish the game before the winners are announced on Friday, then you'll be qualified. Cool. So right, what did I do? So it should be good to buy. Yeah, 19 fuel. Right, let's go down. I don't know what's whereabouts is. I think we'd be brave. I've got 100 seconds. I don't have fuel for 100. So let's go for it. Let's fill up with San Juan. Go exploring. Probably gone the completely wrong way. Oh, fuel. There's Havana. Oh, this feels like the right way. Going this way. Oh no, you're the wrong place. Go away, Havana. Oh, I could buy 2 more fuel and just blast around here a little bit quicker. Okay, I've got a minute to find San Juan. There's Cancun. East of Cuba. Oh, oh dear. Have I just gone the complete wrong way? Oh no. That's some very miserable passengers. Well, you know, at least they're enjoying the view. soaking it up. I've got 30 seconds. It's in Puerto Rico. Okay. But in terms of where I'm going now, is this the right direction? Because I don't know. Generated profit, well, that's great. At least they're going to be hungry. I mean, at least they're not going to be hungry while they're really cross for being so late. So how big is this map? Come on. No, that's okay. If I just go on, like, is there anything beneath me here? Am I just sailing to the edge of the earth? I'm going to fall off. Looks like there's no more land beneath me. This is how the stream's going to end. I'm just going to sail into the sunset. I don't know what happens if I go too far. Do I sink? Just leading 10 blissfully unaware passengers further and further away from where they want to be. Oh, but again, you know, they're not hungry, so that's good. How big is this map? Oh, there's stuff here. Oh, this is crazy. I had no idea the map was this big. Well, I put barriers at the Northern Africa latitude and Norway latitude. What? This is crazy big. I'm going to be pretty shocked if you circle the globe. And Gibraltar is blocked off because I couldn't finish the Mediterranean in time. I don't think anyone's ever said that in a game jam before. Gibraltar is blocked off because I couldn't finish the Mediterranean time. I mean, my geography is not great, so people are screaming at me right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure San Juan's got to be not here. I think I've gone horrifically awry. That's where I'm aiming for. Oh, that's good. The creator of the game has no idea where I am right now. So, wow. That was an interesting voyage. I think that's Panama. Does it loop or is it flat Earth? Yeah, applesauce. How does it work? Is it going to like loop us round? You know, will I sort of sneakily teleport to a different area? I feel like I just want an unlimited fuel. So I can just blitz around. That one is blocked at the canal. Yeah, I better make sure I don't get myself stuck anyway. It cause a bit of a global crisis. Gonna be a camp? No, okay. Alright, let's go north again. Yep, they are. They only seem to eat dinner like once every 3 days. Right now it's flat. I was thinking of making the whole world, but realised the world is quite big. It's an understatement of the century. The world is quite big, and it takes a bit to make. Yeah, I mean, this is already like kind of blown my mind how much bigger this is. I thought it was just this like collection of like 4 or 5 little islands. Where's this? I'm back at Cancun. They watched me sail off ages ago. They're laughing out the windows. Like, that Muppet doesn't know where he's going. Well, at least I've got some dinner money for fuel. Can I just kick... It'd be nice if I could just dump these people in Cancun and then just see. No. Tough. This is where I'm taking you. Can't load any more people, can I? What have I sold the ship? Did I sell the ship? I purchased it. This port has no ships for sale. If I did this, my scale would be all wrong. Yeah, it'd be like all over the place. In fact, you can just have like more ships and stuff. Like it's crazy deep. Okay, well I guess I could just I could do like a big drone. Thumbs up, Cancun. Right. 5 fuel, but 6 fuel. Probably want to head back up east. Havana. Okay. The east of Cuba, isn't Havana like Cuba? Right? What's this little island up here? I also apologise, I just realised you're watching the British Isles. I feel like I need to go visit the British Isles now. You can follow the coastline east and south. Right, so I think that's right. Okay, Havana's to my west now. So if I'm going down here, I'm going to find... Second screen Google Maps cheat. I was literally just thinking I might do that, or perhaps Apple Source on if you're on Discord, you should share you'd share like an overlay of this whole world. I'd be really curious to see what it looks like from like in the editor if you like panned away. Your town. That's not it. Down here. Everybody's had their dinner. Everybody's happy. Oh, it's Kingston again. I found Kingston earlier. I feel like people are just going to start. That's it. Oh, I got the sand. What a troll that was. Okay, so that's the Dominican Islands. They're east of that. Okay. We are doing this. This is going to be the longest stream. We are finding San Juan. I've got some dinner money for fuel. Way, there we go. Okay. So you're all several weeks late, but hopefully you still pay me. Ah, cool. Okay, I got 500 for that. I buy my fuel. Oh, that's Santo Domingo right next to me. So let's get some quick trips. Just had burgers for weeks. They've just been living off burgers. Okay, that's some pretty good money there. I know where Kingston is, so I can do that in a second. Built some. Although this might not be a very efficient spending as much as I'm burning. 5. Yeah, okay, I'm just trading money here, so. Yes, I keep a bunch of people in Kingston, save them. I'm just sucked into this game so much. Okay, right, I'm going to drop the people off in Kingston and then we're probably going to end the stream around there. But yeah, this is another really fantastic game, and it's one of those that you could see people playing this and not know it's made in Crayta, which, you know, is pretty cool. I think, you know, it shows the flexibility of Crayta as an engine in terms of the sort of games that you can make. I'm not late, I'm right here, aren't I? Oh, there we go. Refusing to get out because they're enjoying the burgers so much. Short trips are a safe way to get some money. Yeah, I guess you just need to not buy fuel and just do it slowly perhaps, but yeah. Cool. Okay, all right, well, thank you everybody for joining in this evening. So it's been really fun. It's always nice to take a Tuesday night stream and get a chance to play some games and sort of hang out in that sort of sense. I just realised I had King of the Coast on the screen the whole time. Don't mind. Cool. Yeah. So thank you, as I say, for joining in. It's been good fun. Hopefully the audio and the video and everything's been fine. But do let me know over on Discord or in chat now if there has been any issues, and I can look to rectify those for next time. But yeah, it's been fun. Hopefully we'll be back for more play along and more building streams soon. Do make sure you tune in next week, because we've got some pretty exciting things lined up for next Tuesday's stream. And also do make sure you tune in tomorrow. So AJ is going to be live at the same time, so 7 PM GMT, for another play along stream. So just how we've been doing it tonight, we're playing some of the other games that are available. And as I said earlier, if you hadn't already seen, Selena did play some last week. So if you want to see some of those games, then do check out that video. It's available on the YouTube channel right now. So do subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Twitch. 2 places that we stream to are really great ways to kind of keep up with the live, fresh content, you know, and hang out and chat. It's always good to have plenty of questions coming at us in chat. I've just seen one from the Nerf report. When does the new trailer drop? Soon. So it's definitely worth staying tuned, keeping your eyes out on Discord and on the streams. No more. But yeah, so do make sure you kind of follow us on those channels. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram. It's at Crayta Game on both of those platforms. And yeah, so thank you everybody for joining in. As I say, if you haven't already, do make sure you head over to Discord and join the conversation over there. It's the best place to kind of keep up to date with what's going on, and have kind of pretty free chat with a lot of the devs. And a lot of us community managers and kind of general game folk and the whole community. You know, it's a really, really great hub for everything that goes on in Crayta. So thank you everybody, as I say, for joining in, and do make sure you tune in tomorrow when AJ is back for another play along stream. And in the meantime, have a great day.